So this second lecture starts to look at all of the categories and credits and go through them, and that's the format all of these lectures are going to take. And I would recommend that you actually maybe have the actual guidebook, the manual alongside this as we go through each topic, because the slides are basically a summary of what you find in the manual. And the first one we're going to talk about is this integrative process, which kind of sits outside the rest of the categories and credits because it's more about an overall system, or actually about the relationships between the different systems that go into a building. So the integrative process credit was introduced in LEED version 4, and it's mandatory in all of the rating systems except for neighbourhood development and building operations and maintenance. And the idea behind it is that it's going to support or help to support analysis, high performance analysis, kind of very cost effective analysis at the preliminary stages of a design. And that kind of sets up the rest of the stages of the design then. And it's done in two phases. There's a discovery phase and an implementation phase. To get the 1 point available for this indicator, design teams need to do two preliminary analysis. One is based on energy and the other is on water. The energy related systems requirement is that you would perform some kind of simple box energy modelling analysis before the completion of schematic design to assess how to reduce the energy loads. So that's the discovery phase, and it's done before schematic design begins. The implementation phase of this then would look at how you would document the results and the decisions that you made from that analysis. Part of getting that credit for the energy systems analysis, that you need to assess at least two of these potential strategies associated with either site conditions, with massing and orientation, the basic envelope, lighting, thermal, plug and process load needs, or programmatic and operational parameters. There's more detail on what each of those are there. I'm not going to read it all out. So you need to assess at least two of those, and then the implementation phase would ask you to document the results and how that informed your design decisions, essentially. Then from the water systems analysis that you need to do again before schematic design is that you do a preliminary water budget analysis, and that would explore how to reduce potable water loads in the building and how you'd accomplish any sustainability related goals that you'd set. You would need to assess and estimate a number of issues to do with non-potable water supply also, and that would include the indoor water demand, the outdoor water demand, process water demand, and supply sources. And then you also, that's again the discovery phase, so everything discovery phase is before schematic design, so that's the analysis you do, and then the actual implementation is how you use that. So how you apply the knowledge you've got from that analysis, and in this case it's how at least one on-site non-potable water supply source was used to reduce the burden on the municipal supply or treatment systems by contributing to at least two of those water demand components. So you need to look at two. So for 1 point, there's quite a lot of work you need to do to get this. But it Okay, so that's the end of that credit. That's lecture 2 complete.